Alright, continue on with project 4. The next thing we do is we're going to add what's called a header and then a footer. And the way we do that is I'm going to click on the second page and go to Insert, Header, and they have us use the alphabet style, and they have us put All Seasons Health Club in the header. Now, ideally, let's see what happens here. Ideally, the header will be on the second, third page, but in some cases it may appear on the first page where we don't want it. There's a couple ways to get rid of that. If I go back to my header, notice there's an option here that says Link to Previous. That will connect it with the previous section. I'm going to uncheck that, and now it will still be appearing in the first section. So the way I get back to my header is just double click on it, and I can actually delete this. Just use brute force and delete it by using my delete button. Now, if there's justice in the world, it's on the second page and the third page, but not the first page. And that's the way it should be. That may not happen to you. I'm glad it happened here just to show that how to fix that problem. Let's see if the same thing happens with our footer. Go to Insert Footer. They want us to use the alphabet, and over here on the left they want us to put in all caps call 555-2283-2283 to join. And then notice too, it puts page numbers down here on the bottom. And actually what I'm doing is the same thing. I have the header or the footer on both pages. So let me do this. Let me click on the second page, footer, unlink that. And you may not need to do this. I'm glad it happened to me because it happens sometimes. I deleted it from the first section and it's still down here. Now there's one thing we need to fix though, is they want us to have the second page number start on page 1. So what you do is you come down here to where the page number is. Don't physically type the number 1 in there, but instead go up here to page number, format page numbers, and choose start at page 1. And then what that will do is, notice there's no header, no footer on the first one because I did the unselecting of the previous section. Header good, footer starts on page 1, header good, second page has page 2. So again, this would be a fantastic time to save, so that if something goes wrong, we have it saved to this point. One other item they have us do here is play around with this list of items here under the class description. They actually have us go under the sort button and sort these by paragraph, and that will just basically alphabetize them. And then they have us go through and use this intense emphasis option to make each of these items have a different look. Now you can do that for each of them. I'm going to show you a different way to do that just to show you is you can do the format painter. And what we do is you highlight the item you want, double click on the format painter, and that'll lock it and keep it held until you decide to change that. And then highlight or double click the item you want to be formatted, and then when you're done, make sure you go back and double click on that again, or click on it once to turn it back off. Otherwise, everything you highlight from there on after will have that formatting. Okay, I'm going to save it again. And then a couple other things they have us do is with this list we just formatted is highlight it. Then must change the bullet by going under the bullet button under the Home tab and go to Define a New Bullet. Go to Picture, and they have us choose this picture right here, and it changes a dot to that nifty looking picture. The last thing we're going to do is under Fitness Class Tips, they have us type a list of numerical items. Now, you don't want to watch me type, so I actually went ahead and put the items from another document I did earlier, had them typed in there. But what I want to show is how to neatly format these using the paragraph indent or increase or decrease indent. And basically all you do is you pick which item you want, so keep your body adequately hydrated. Make sure I'm on the right page. I'm about on page 237. And then these next 3 items we want to be indented. So all you do is you highlight them, use the increase indent, and it'll go that way. Now you can do this as you type the numbers in, that's fine. I just, to show you one way to do it, slightly different than the book, is to use, just type the items in as they are, and then come in. This is in there. Short term gets indented once. These next 2 items get indented twice. And long term, same idea, indent it once. Next 2 items get indented twice. And that is how you can use a numbered list, or ordered list sometimes called, to organize items using the increase and decrease indent. I'm going to save this again and move on to the next part.